Body acceptance is a big issue lately, and model Katie H. Willcox is on the forefront.
This isn't about being thin or not being thin. This is about raising a generation of women to think that in order to have value, you need to look one way. And when it comes to media manipulation, they do that by only showing you one thing. So if you're only exposed to one thing, you start to believe subconsciously that that's your only option. What we're doing is we're working with girls to say, hey, we're smarter than this. We're waking up. We're having a consciousness to go, wait, I'm going to think for myself, and what you just said makes no sense.
You did an amazing photo shoot for Oprah's O Magazine, and I think we have a shot of this. This is startling. It's striking, is what it is when you look at it.
So explain for people who are the uninitiated. What are we looking at?
This is an outlined diagram on my body of what I would have to alter to look like Barbie.
What?
I had a lot of experience in the modeling business. I started as a plus-size model when I was 17, and I've never been small. I've always been like a larger frame person. So we came up with a program called Remodel Me, and it's really going in depth and showing girls how you're being manipulated by the media to be dissatisfied with yourself in order for them to make a profit. So everything that you're seeing is going through a channel of people in positions of power that do speak to psychoanalysts, that do analyze what's going to get the results and the response from all of us, because we don't know any different, that they want, which is money.
Fashion world, what size is really beautiful? Katie HALCHISHICK is a former plus-size model, and she's actually helping young girls stay healthy while being natural.
However, this model does admit if anyone can change the fashion industry, it is Vogue.
Fashion is the world of high school. When one person makes it popular, everyone will follow, and that's really what we're hoping happens here.
Katie started natural model management in Hollywood, where healthy is the new skinny.
You know, if the truth will set you free, and women, especially models, have a very important key to beauty that girls need to know, and we haven't told it yet. We never model who we are. We model other people's image, we model other people's ideas, and we never speak our truth, ever, because we're not paid to speak. So for women, a lot of what we do and what we get sold is beauty-based, because if we're not beautiful, then we hold no value.
Model Katie Willcox has been a size 6 and a size 14 and everything in between.
Yeah, I'm 5'9", and when I was a size 14, I wasn't my personal healthiest, but when I was a size 6, I was so unhealthy, and people would tell me, oh, you look so amazing. And I was like, this is exactly what's wrong with our culture.
But even when she was at her thinnest, Willcox was still considered plus size by the fashion industry.
The name is Natural Model Management, and I just love that name because I think that's exactly what we're trying to say, is just be your natural size. I don't think it's fair to take a girl and say, okay, every single girl needs to have a 34-inch hip measurement. That's physically impossible for some women, and you know, if you do fit that naturally, then that's great, that's beautiful for you, but that's not more beautiful than someone who's a 40-inch hip or a 44-inch hip.
Willcox now runs a website called Healthy is the New Skinny, and has found being a size 10 is healthy for her.
And I really don't want to waste my life worrying about what size I am and worrying about how other people think about me.
The average American woman, by the way, is a size 14.
Health is a huge part of loving and accepting yourself. So when it comes to the body image movement, it's very much has been, let's just say the words, I love myself, and prove to everyone how beautiful I am. And I think it really needs to go deeper than that. I think we need to take one step further to say, wait, if I love myself, how am I acting upon that each day? Instead of going and looking in the mirror and saying, you're beautiful, but I don't really believe you, but I'm just going to tell myself because I'm told I'm supposed to do it. It's supposed to make me feel better. I'm just going to do the affirmations, but really I know I'm lying to myself. All right, good pep talk. Why don't we look in the mirror and say, why am I not allowed to feel beautiful? And that's what our goal is with Healthy is the New Skinny. We need to replace the goal of being skinny with the goal of being healthy, and that is one that every woman can be successful with.
Well, that is a great, empowering, and healthy message. Thank you for joining us today.